Welcome to the DV Show.
All right. So we're just going to I hit record and I'm assuming I got your permission.
Yes. Sir.
And we'll edit this later. All right. So Eli Libby and Kyle Nelson.
Yes, sir.
You got it.
From Results Imagery. All right. So we have some experts here now that we can actually talk some realistic shop about product videos and what it all means today, especially today during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start off with just an introduction of you guys. Cool. Results Imagery. What is it about? How long have you guys been in business? What do you guys do?
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks, Brian, for letting us on the podcast to talk about e-commerce video. That's what we do and we love. Our company's name is Results Imagery. We offer product photography, video production, stop motion animations, a little bit of graphic design for D2C brands, online retailers, small mom pop companies, all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. And video is a huge, huge service for us, especially in the past year. We've been doing this for 5 years now.
Yep.
And last year with COVID, we've been riding the wave of e-commerce for sure. So
absolutely. Video is so powerful because it brings products to life. And that is what we stand behind. That's our mission, is to really. But yeah, it's been awesome. Everything's going really good. And we're seeing a boom in commerce, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell me about your equipment. What do you guys use for equipment? Do you use cell phones? What do you have? 4K cameras? What do you got?
Razors, Motorola Razor. No. We are shooting on the Blackmagic systems. So on the Ursa Mini G2, that's what our primary cinema camera is. Yeah. And then
R5, we got the new Canon R5, which allows us to kind of kick up a bit.
Jealous.
And then, we have other things, but there's no need to use them now because we have these two workhorses.
Yep, exactly. Those are the two. So it's been, great. Both of them are just great systems. So we love both of them.
Yeah. So you guys are high speed. You guys are not fooling around with like simple cell phones. You got the grenades there for as far as equipment goes. All right, so you guys have been in business for a while. You just ramped up after the past year. So what do you see that's different? I mean, why a product video? We're going to get into some controversial topics here as far as, with the length of a product video, what you should include in the product video. And you guys are the experts. You're in the field doing this stuff. You're dealing with clients, so you know what works and what doesn't. So what has changed within the last year? I mean, product videos for e-commerce are important. Yeah. What are your clients asking for, and what are you any butting heads going on, or what a client wants and what you think is the best thing? I mean, what's going on?
So pre-COVID, people shopped more with their hands. They were physically able to touch things. Yeah. And through COVID, during the more serious lockdowns, people really started shopping with their eyes even more. So they need to be able to see all the features, the showcase, that human element that gets that heartstring pulled, all in a video format. Photo can only take you so long with your listing or your ads. People want to be able to connect on a different level with a product, and it really helps people. It helps companies with the conversion even more now, rather than hoping someone sees it on, a shelf somewhere at Walmart or Target. Now it's hitting them hard with ad campaigns, hitting them with the listings when they're shopping, and whoever has the strongest videos typically right now are really doing very well.
Yeah. And Brian, to add a little bit more to that is the barriers to entry to get into e-commerce today are so low. It's really pretty affordable to be able to go out, source your own product, bring it to market, list it on Amazon. They're going to take their percentage and you're going to try and sell. The biggest thing is trying to create differentiation and build credibility within your brand. Mm-hmm. Video is one of the best ways to do that. There's so much competition out there for insulated water bottles. Let's take that as a great example. Everybody sells a double-walled stainless steel insulated growler. But how do you differentiate yourself and create a brand presence that is going across an omni-channel experience between Amazon, social, Google, their website? Creating a brand through video has been super powerful.
And it helps you with market segmentation too.
It 100% does.
Who you going after, that video is going to speak directly to one market specifically, not to everybody. Mm-hmm. That video of you with the canteen out on a trail, after 3 miles is not going to talk to the mom that just had a baby that needs some hydration because they're breastfeeding. You know what I mean? It's like totally separate market segmentations, and video is what helps people do that.
Yeah, this is awesome. That's awesome.
We're hearing it every single day from clients. The video is more important. They're getting better conversions. They're getting better CTR, and it's cool to be a part of the journey of a lot of these companies to really help them grow in this crazy e-commerce time.
Yeah. So I love video professionals who are using keywords like CTR, conversions. This was unheard of back in the day, just on regular broadcast TV. But now you have social media, and it's a little bit more complicated, a little bit more detailed. It's not just creating a video and slapping it up on social media and hoping people come in. There's a lot more behind it that you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
No, I was just
you wanted to say something.
No, you hit it on the head. There's a lot of people out there that are creatives that create amazing videos, but if you don't know what the consumer is looking for before you turn the camera on, you're going to create some video, like you said, you're going to slap it up on social media. It's going to be cinematic, but it might not be speaking to your audience, and you need to be able to identify all of those key factors and KPIs that you're trying to hit prior to even turning the camera on. And
I like that you said that, because I was just pulling out some snippets from a previous interview, and it that's the way you do it now. You kind of you don't pull out your camera, and you don't have a shot list, you don't have a storyboard. Now the first thing you got to do is check for keywords and look for the audience that, like you said, like bottles or canteens. Look for the audience, look for the keywords that people are using, so you can create these videos so the conversions are higher, and you can have your clients sell more product. So it's way more advanced now. Now, is this secret within the market right now? Is this like video professionals? Do all video professionals know this?
Well, I mean, we can't go too deep. No, I think our pre-production process and the process on how we produce videos is different. We work from the end and then work backwards. So we do brand discovery, and we ask, what is your end goal? What is this video doing for your brand? Is this to do brand awareness? Is this to drive more leads? Is this a 15-second video, or is this a brand video? What are we trying to do here with this video? And then let's work backwards and create the shot list and create the right locations and models and variations of product that you want to use. And then we can decide how we're going to do this video. A lot of times people come to us with this idea of the video, but we kind of slow them down and say, okay, what is your end goal? What is it you're trying to do with this video? And then usually the whole conversation starts changing. Well, maybe you guys are right. Maybe we should do this, And the nice part is our team is filled with marketers. We're not just video producers. We're not just photographers. We're trying to build a team of people that have experience in marketing, entrepreneurship, and have kind of a level playing field when we're speaking to another business owner, so they understand the context of, what this video needs to do for someone.
Mm-hmm. I think what in the industry, are you familiar with Zappos, the shoe brand? So they pride themselves as a customer service company that sells shoes. If you spin that on us, we are an e-commerce company that sells media. We're an e-commerce company of creatives. So the root and the foundation of the company is built on e-commerce, understanding how, even from like a psychological level, what colors are going to appeal to that market. And then we apply the creative layer. So,
wow, this is like music to my ears, man. I can't stop smiling with what you guys are talking about, because too many video professionals don't get the marketing and the business side. We're a bunch of creatives, and as far as the marketing and business side, we don't have a clue.
What are we doing here? Yeah,
exactly.
It's important.
We don't have a clue. So you guys are like killing it from that So the pre-production requires not only, shot lists and storyboards like we mentioned, but you're talking about finding out about the audience, metrics, demographics. That's cool stuff. So give us an idea of what kind of tools you guys use to do that. Give us some insight into your secrets.
Yeah. So the secret, open up the recipe book. So we've got,
you guys are looking at yourself like, oh, I don't know. You're looking at each other like, what the hell kind of question is that?
Yeah. Kyle, you tell them. A big part of it is, using survey tools to send them forms to lay the foundation to the pre-production. So what we try and do in these surveys and these forms, there's so many different tools out there, is to gather the information from the client and let them try and paint the picture of what they have in mind. The hardest part about being a creative is to match their vision for their baby project, which is going to be insulated water bottles in our podcast. And they have a vision in their head, and we have a vision. So to be able to pair those visions is very difficult. And when you send them the final deliverables, like, that was not what I had in my head. So backtracking to that, we solved the problem by building these forms, getting as much information, detailed information from them. When we talk photography, we get a per photo idea from them, breaking everything down. So from a video standpoint, very similar, shot for shot almost.
Yeah.
What do you see? What do you like? Competitors you like? Style you like?
Yeah. In our space, there's no time to waste time in video and photo.
Yeah.
People come to us and say, oh, I need 40, 50 photos. It's like, no, you don't. What are you trying to do? You probably only need 5 to 10 of them. Let's make those photos as effective as possible. And that's the same with video. Oh, we hear it so much. This one guy, we need a 30-minute video. We're like, dude, first of all, that's going to cost you more money than you probably are imagining.
You're probably going to make back, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, let's sit here. What was it you need? That's about a 2-minute video is what you really need. Let's get the effectiveness. No one's going to sit around for 30 minutes. No one's going to listen to your documentary of science and why you did this product. Let's hit it at the heart. Let's really talk about what the features are and how your market can use it.
Exactly. That's right. So I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a fan of the 2-minute long video. Although I don't know if you guys know what the Solo Stove is, but the Solo Stove, their 2-minute advertisement, their lifestyle video is absolutely genius. I don't know if you guys ever watched this.
I have. Yep.
Yeah. If you've seen this, it's 2 minutes long, and they are very smart with 30 seconds of information and then another 30 seconds of information, then another 30 seconds of information, all compiled into this story that lasts for 2 minutes. And then they cut it up and they place that out in social media in little pieces and little segments. So I guess what I'm getting to, I like watching that because I'm a video guy and I like the science behind that. I like the psychology behind that. But for the average viewer, 2 minutes is a long time. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, what's the sweet spot?
Yeah. I think it depends on, I'll jump in. I think you have some stuff to say. I'm going to say it depends on the platform. There's different platforms that are based around long form content. YouTube, great example, long form content. People are going to go on there. Amazon, you're trying to buy a Solo Stove. You're probably not going to watch a 2-minute video. Another good example, Solo Stove is a great one. I'm very familiar with them as well as their videos. Rivian, the electric truck, they have a YouTube series, long form, 30-minute segments, very similar to what you said. And that is long form, but that would never live on a product listing. If they were trying to sell their truck online, it would never live there. So it really is dependent upon the channel. And understanding that, understanding that before posting it there.
Right. We get companies wanting to do brand videos. Those need to be a little bit longer to showcase all the products, talk about the owners and the founders and the mission and values behind the company. Whereas, a company like a canteen company that's just looking to throw some ads behind something, we're talking 15, 30 seconds. Max.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's
15, 30 seconds is all you need to sell.
And the first 2 seconds is the most important. That's where you're going to grab them. So
the first 2 seconds, you think, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, 2 to 3 seconds. Think about these days with social media. People don't have the capacity to sit there and wait. Their thumbs, they just keep moving up and down, up and down. It's like you can't if you can get someone to stop that thumb, it's within 3 seconds to grab what they need. And we try to develop our videos so they're thumb stopping within the first 3 seconds.
Thumb stopping, I like that. So for long form videos and short form videos, to try to sell something, 80% or 90% of viewers are on mobile. Right. So it's important to create videos that are mobile ready, which includes the time frame. So do you really think that a 2-minute long video? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that, about any type of long form video. Do people actually watch this? In your experience, do people watch balance it out. What's the difference between the two as far as watch time? Is a 15-second video getting more views than a 2-minute video or a 30-second video? What's your experience like?
I think what we could say is we are producing more short-term videos. The 2-minute video that I was talking about was a brand video. So that's something that would go on an about page. But most videos that we're being asked to do or we tell people they need are anywhere between 15 and 45 seconds, I'd have to say.
And primarily they're using them either on their product pages, whether that is on their website or Amazon.
Their case use is what they are.
Or they're being used in digital advertising. For example, like an Instagram story in a 9:16 format. Right. And that could be run. It was like a pre-roll to a next story. Like that's what they're using it for. Right. Or stop motions that are 5 seconds, super engaging, super quick. And they're putting ad dollars behind that and driving to their product pages.
Sweet. So we're just as far as a 15-second video goes, we're just you guys are just creating stuff that just kind of gets their attention
poppy. It's fast, quick.
Yeah, poppy and fast, and like a cat. Just like, wow, I'm really interested in that. And it's like, where did it go? And that kind of creates more interest, right?
Yeah, I mean,
is that the formula?
If you can instantly build that human element to someone, I mean, that's what they want. They want to see that product speak to them. Best way, case use. Someone using it, sharing it, did it quick scenes, move fast. Then there's moving into the other styles, like on an Amazon listing, when they're looking at photos and videos in the listing, they are trying to be a sponge. They're trying to get as much information to make sure they're making the right investment in that product. So those are one that I guess that would maybe speak more to your question, is that's where you want to focus more on long form being 1 to 2 minutes max, because that's where you're going to do showcase features with call outs, maybe a voiceover, show different case uses to try to get different markets, different variations of the product you want to showcase. You can't do that, in 15, 20 seconds. It needs to be a little bit longer. So I guess where you're trying to get more information as you're viewing it, that's probably a better use of a longer video.
We do encourage our clients as well, if they have some budget, and creating small, quick videos, doing especially if they don't really know their brand, their niche, or kind of where they want to go, is split testing. So run 4 or 5 different quick 5-second videos, different segments. Maybe you got like a mom breastfeeding, you got an outdoor segment, you got a sports segment, and see which one works, and then invest in that, and then come back and let's create a little bit longer form video that speaks more to that, and you can run your targeted advertising on social or wherever you're going to run.
I love it. You guys are like speaking my language. A/B testing videos. That's kind of time consuming though, isn't it? I mean, is it worth it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Once you unlock that specific video, it just takes dumping money, and then testing different markets, doing some good retargeting. And yeah, it's definitely worth it. I mean, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll create a longer form video, and then people will purchase other edits from the same exact.
That's very smart.
Same exact footage. So
that's a little secret you just let out there. You just let
Well, we're here to provide value. We're not scared.
The rest of
so so a lot of times we'll do like a minute video, let's say, and then we'll chop up 6 to 8 edits. Social media edits is what we call them, about 10 to 15 seconds long. Or we'll grab extra footage while we're shooting, so we can kind of stuff it into other edits.
I like it. It. Very cool.
What
I'm afraid of is like every marketing firm or video marketing firm or video professional or whatever, this is what the norm is now. And we're all doing these fast videos, 2-minute videos. They're all the same kind of format. I mean, is this going to change at all? I mean, are you guys like into like any like events that are going on that's kind of saying, hey, this market needs to shift a little bit in order to get people's attention? Because, I know when I'm online and I'm on social media and I'm watching these ads, and I'm like, oh, that's the same thing. That's the same style. That's the same edit. I mean, do you guys see anything changing at all?
I do. Yeah. We believe that there is a shift into some longer form pieces. I do believe that there are people that want to become more educated. There's so many different competitors, back to what I said. They want to become more educated, and they're willing, depending on the price point of the product. I think that sets the stage. If you're buying an electric truck, you're going to spend a lot of time, and and that electric truck company is going to invest a lot of money in visual content, being long form video, to educate, show the lifestyle of that product. So I see it going there. I also see long form becoming more popular. And just backing up real quick about your question, is it worth it? And it bleeds into this question. Kickstarter is always an Indiegogo or any type of crowdfunding platform that is launching a product. A good, compelling video that is long form and that tells the features. Solo Stove, I believe they did a Kickstarter, and they launched a long form video. I think long form is going to start to gain a little bit more popularity.
I think to add to that, I think canteens are a perfect example. That market is so saturated at this point. I mean, literally in the past 2 weeks, this is no joke, we've probably been hit up by 4 or 5 canteen brands to do like, it's insane how saturated this is getting. For us, we see it every day.
Like, why? Because of COVID, or why all of a sudden just the interest in?
I think there's trends.
I think there's some big trends blogs, something out there that is that is finding keywords and keyword analysis. It's spitting out this data and saying that people are searching for insulated canteens, and then the bandwagon jumps on.
But where I'm going with that is they all are doing the same videos. They're all asking for the same exact thing, and it's all short form. And at some point it gets stale. You know, different styles get stale. And I think as we're seeing, you know, all these different brands trying to launch, come out with new products, that you need to build a brand in order to build your business. You can't just like do these private label things and hope and pray that it's going to do well in a saturated market. And the only way to build a brand is by storytelling about your brand, the vision, the owners, the team, the maybe the corporate sustainability that you're doing, whatever it is. And it's through long form where people actually get engaged and start watching and following. Your typical influencer, right? People like, you start with a little dose of them. Ooh, I like this person. And then you just keep following him and following him until you're Peter McKinnon with millions of people following and watching your videos every time you come out, whether it's a 15-second video or a 15-minute video, doesn't matter. People are obsessed with them.
Yeah.
So I think brands are heading that direction.
Yeah.
Could agree.
So what's going to happen now when all these influencers, there's just too many of them, you know? I mean, let's move forward on that one. Cause I realize now that people don't want to be sold to. Like influencers are the way to go right now. It's like a secret Trojan horse that, hey, I'm your friend, but this is what I have to sell kind of thing, you know? And I think it's an awesome strategy. I love it. This is an incredible world we're in right now as far as video production. It's amazing.
Yeah.
With what's going on. So you guys mentioned canteens, and obviously you guys probably have canteen clients, businesses who have canteens. How do you make something like that amazing? I mean, it's a canteen.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you make it?
It's all about the lifestyle. Getting in the right locations and the right people and showing the use and the fun of when you'd use one. That's what people love.
Yep.
That outdoor warrior, weekend warrior, they love to see someone using that canteen, filling it up, going out for a jog or a run, or going and hitting the trails, or going and hitting the mountain, whatever it is. And it brings it all back to them. You make it sexy and you make it so they're familiar with it.
And the last little layer of that is there are so many people in the outdoor adventure space that are going after that niche for a water bottle. The next layer on that is quality. If you have, if you're same niche, same product, you got somebody shot with an iPhone, it's all shaky. And then you have somebody with a cinematic camera. It's pleasing to your eyes to watch that. Like it's enjoyable to watch, and you will most likely go with them because of the credibility and the quality you think, because that water bottle probably feels in your head like it's a better quality water bottle because the content was higher quality.
All right. So here's my last kind of question or kind of rant or whatever.
Ready.
So I see many like professionally produced videos for the same product. Let's say a canteen, for example, a professionally produced video as opposed to an influencer with a shaky, cell phone video. This cell phone video gets more hits and views and sells more, I'm assuming, right? So does quality really matter?
I think that has to do with the platform and the market you're going after. So I think in terms of the influencer, they are going and promoting to a different style of person that you're going after as a company. When you're throwing ads towards dollars, it's more of an informed decision that you're making to purchase that product. Rather an influencer, it's just like, oh, I love that. They say they love it. I want it. So it doesn't matter if it's cinematic or if it's on an iPhone 4. You're listening to a voice and an opinion, where if I'm a brand and I'm putting video out there, I want to make sure that it's as conversion centric as possible. It's as sexy as possible, the most cinematic video. It goes over the features, whatever it may be. It's a whole different segment. We get that asked a lot. Well, how come I don't just go with my cousin Gary who's got this and that, when I need to go with you guys and spend all this money? It's like, well, at the end, going back from the beginning, is what's your end goal with this video? You're not going to hand this video over to an influencer.
Exactly.
You're going to be putting ad dollars behind it. If there was a brand out there that wants to put ad dollars behind a shaky video, I don't want to work with them because they don't have the same mentality as we do to produce the right kind of video and footage they need. So I think, that was, you said rant, and I went on a rant.
Yeah. You're like super passionate, man.
We get it all the time, man. Like literally, we get it all the time. Like, hey, my buddy just picked up this 70D Canon at Costco. Like, he can make the video for $1,000. Cool. Go with your buddy. That will make that video. Once you don't get your return, come to us and spend the money. I don't know.
I got it. You
Double
guys are
edged sword,
just
though,
like,
go
you
in that
guys are,
direction.
I hear you. I hear you. So I'm kind of putting a thing on it right there. I mean, we can talk for hours about Uncle Bob, I guess is what you want to call him, right?
Yeah.
Or Uncle Larry at the wedding. You know, the wedding video business is the whole. That's the problem
Larry.
too. Sometimes
My uncle's name is Larry, and he walks around his camera. Yeah, it's pretty funny to say that. Oh man!
Wow, you guys are killing it. Results imagery. You guys know your stuff. This is like a science. Video production now is a science, and you guys get it down. You are killing it. What's your website again? Resultsimagery.com. I'm assuming.
Resultsimagery.com.
That's it. You got it.
Wow, that was easy. Kyle Nelson and Eli Libby. Pleasure speaking with both of you. Awesome stuff. I mean, we can go on for hours, but you know, it's only a 30-minute world out there, right? For podcasts.
100%. Cool, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
All right. Hey, let's do this again. That was good stuff. I like it.
No, man.
Let us know.
Anytime.
More rant. Here we go.
All right. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you again.